Hey, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be going over part 2 of the 23 days of 23. This is days 8 through 14. If you haven't checked out part 1, I'm going to link it above. And so now let's get into part 2. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Gabriel Walters and I'm a certified financial planner. I'm also the founder and owner of Steadyworth. And at Steadyworth, we help equip people just like you with the tools that they need right now so that they can live their best life, a life that they enjoy today and not have to wait to some far out date in the future, such as retirement. So we're about to hop back into the countdown and review days 8 through 14. Let's go. Day number 8 is building an emergency fund. If you were to lose your job or have an unexpected emergency, do you have money that could cover you until you get more money? If not, you need to put an emergency fund in place. One way to think about this is to get 3 to 6 months of your primary expenses, as things like rent, bills, food, things that you need in order to survive. So get 3 to 6 months of that, put it in an account, and don't touch it unless you're actually having a real emergency. And no, the sale at the mall is not an emergency. So day number 8, let's focus on getting an emergency fund. Day number 9 is connecting your income to your goals. So as a kid, I used to get money from my mom for my birthday. She might give me $100. Then she'd say, hey, what do you want to get? And then I'd come up with like 5 things that all cost $100. But of course, I could only spend the money once. So I had to connect my income to what was the most important thing to me. And I see this happen all the time with adults, is that they get their paycheck every couple weeks, and then they take their money and they spend it on things that aren't really connected to their goals. So you want to look at what your goals are that we set previously, and you want to make sure that your income is going to those goals so that you're actually accomplishing them. So day number 9 is connecting your income to your goals. Day number 10 is your mindset around investing. How you think about your investments makes all the difference in the world. Now, investing is a long game. It's like being in a relationship. You have to take some time to understand what you're invested in, how it works, what your return should be. If you just treat your investing like Netflix and chill, you kind of get what you get. You have to take the right mindset towards investing. It's a long-term active relationship, not a hookup. So you have to take some time to make some time, to take some time to understand your investment so it'll pay off for you. Day number 11 is to make sure you give any investment you are considering the 3-point inspection. So point number 1 is this a good investment opportunity? Point number 2 is this a good investment opportunity for me? Because remember, everything that's good doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. And point number 3 is this a good investment opportunity for me right now? So just because it's good and just because it's good for you, it doesn't necessarily mean that right now is the best time for you to make that investment. So ask yourself these 3 questions before you make an investment. Day number 12 is to start viewing assets as an extension of your income. An asset is there to support your income as needed. And sometimes that means the best assets to purchase is keeping your investment in cash so it's there when you need it. A couple of years ago, I was saving money to quit my job, start a business, and to get married all around in the same 6 months. And so during that time, I didn't put any extra money into the stock market or into any other assets because I knew that the best asset I could have is cash, because having cash there to support my income as needed would give me the buffer and the strength that I needed in my financial picture to accomplish the goals that I had set out for in that season. So sometimes the best investment you can have is keeping your assets or keeping your cash in cash. So keep in mind, if you have several short-term goals, cash may be best for you. Day number 13 is understanding debt. And by debt, I mean buying things that you cannot afford. Anytime you buy something that you can't afford and you take out a loan or you put it on a credit card, you're basically taking a loan against your future income, and that comes as an opportunity cost. That opportunity cost is basically having you have to pay back a bill in the future, and there's other opportunities that may come up in the future that you can't see right now that you may not be able to tap into. So before you take on debt, weigh the pros and cons and make sure that this is something you really want to take on, because you may be sacrificing something even better in the future. Day number 14 is understanding the trifecta. So in the last 7 days, we've talked about your income, assets, and debt, and what these are, and understanding these in relation to your goals is the trifecta. So depending on what income you have, what assets you have, and what debt you have will let you know your current financial standing in relation to accomplishing any goals that you have. So knowing these 3 things and keeping these 3 things in check will keep you on the path to living your best financial life. So understand your trifecta and keep them in check so that you can accomplish the goals you have. We have now completed days 8 through 14, and if you've missed anything, make sure you go back and rewatch that day and have your answer for that day. Also, if you're just now joining us and you've missed part 1, please click on the part 1 video. I'll link it right here and check out days 1 through 7. Next, we're going to be getting into part 3, which will be days 15 through 23. I'll see you there.